Alright, welcome back to Resident Evil Zero.
Follow me.
Okay. You here, follow me. Detective Cullen. That's right. They're a cop team. Last part, we pretty much moved all our items here because we're definitely halfway through the game. Just got a couple things to sew up here, and then we're moving on to better, greener pastures. Shady Acres. Does anybody remember that from Grand Theft Auto Vice City? Shady Acres. I don't know. I just like singing. What I'm doing right now is grabbing up these this green herb and the red herb because I'm not going anywhere past this door ever again through this playthrough. And we always need health items on them. I mean, I've stated this many times over. You know, Rebecca is just a small fry when it comes to taking damage. That's why I'm kind of glad we don't use her in Resident Evil 1. I mean, well, that part's kind of optional, but there's a part, it's not really spoilers either. There's a part in Resident Evil 1 where you have the potential to play as Rebecca. I'm not sure if I don't know what to call it, stats or parameters, her hit damage. I don't know if it's the same or not, but at least in this game we get a ton of healing items. You're not just running through them either. We gotta play it smart, people. But right now, Rebecca, I figure don't even bother to have Billy be with me. But we have this recoil input. All we have to do is well, actually, I think I need Billy, if I'm not mistaken. Does he have it? No, he doesn't have it. No, yeah, she has it. But after you get the recoil, the thing that looks like one of those scrolls that you get from conventions, you know, anime scrolls. You just put it in there and it turns on our trolley. Voila. Now, I'm pretty sure this one is not the same, but Raccoon City is a pretty elaborate place, a really elaborate city to be built under. Now, this isn't under Raccoon City, but like the city and the structure of the surrounding areas, it's really crazy.
Let's go.
Okay.
You got a whole trolley system underneath the forest. Now, this one definitely isn't connected to the one in Resident Evil 2, but still, it's cutscene. Hold on. And by the chance of coincidence, Leech Man, you know, I think the Leech Man and that monkey, you know, were sitting on top of that trolley, you know, conspiracy, you know, putting together a plan. All right, I grab the man, you grab the boy. But yeah, I really don't, you know, bother with these Leechmen unless I absolutely have to fight them. That one is one of them because he's around all the items. And like I was saying, the past couple times we fought them, the best way to kill them is fire. Woo, 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 woo. Come on now, don't tell me y'all don't know that song. It's a title song that played at the beginning of Hell's Kitchen. But yeah, but due to the purpose of padding, the recoil popped out. Apparently, leeches have posable thumbs to pull out a recoil and shut down the whole trolley system. Don't ask me, because I don't know. I didn't write it. Rebecca's boots are probably as disgusting as Mario boots. Now, granted, Mario's killed a lot more people, but the gunk that's on the bottom of her shoes. Ugh. But yeah, Billy's all gone. So we have to just assume he's dead and move on. No. But I mean, that's what she's doing though. I mean, she's not, can't do too much in this particular place. And we're also given a little treat. Yes, we're given Magnum bullets before we actually get the Magnum. I know. It's a trip. And to be totally honest, we actually do not get a lot of Magnum bullets in this game. I think Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 3 are probably the only two games where, as far as scarce, as far as ammo, Magnum bullets would be at the very top. I mean, handgun bullets, we get those by the ton. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I kill a boss essentially with the handgun just by itself. I think somebody has a handgun and a couple shotgun shells, and then we just double up on the handguns. Now with counting the 8 that's in there, it's about like no less than 40 Magnum rounds total. But yeah, we can't enter that door. We will come out that door later. You'll know why. But yeah, we just have to press on to the was it the final stretch of the game, to be honest with you. It's not too much. Now this particular place looks very, very, very familiar. If you're not sure of what it is, if you played Resident Evil 2, actually this part in Resident Evil 2 is about halfway through, or at least the latter part of the game. But we come up through the ladder in this particular room. But yeah, this is from Resident Evil 2. I mean, now I do like that Resident Evil 0 kind of does touch base, or at least shows areas from Resident Evil 2, you know, and some quasi reminding parts of Resident Evil, the first game, you know, the first chronological game in the series. But seeing some of these places, or seeing some of these rooms that have, you know, the updated backgrounds and they look really good. I mean, this game itself looks really, really good, even by today's standards. But it just kind of makes you wonder, you know, how would like a classic Resident Evil game look on like a next-gen system? I don't know if they would do that. I personally wouldn't even care, because those games are out. Why keep treading the same game over and over again? But it just makes you think how it would look. I mean, now I remember when after, I believe it was after Resident Evil the remake came out, either it was like fake news or just news of people saying that there was going to be a Resident Evil 2 remake. You know, with news like that, I'm kind of indifferent, but like some people like showed like screenshots, but they really weren't screenshots. They were just like fake screenshots that just had some of these particular environments with 3D models from other Resident Evil games just kind of meshed together. So I don't know. I always say the original games are out, so You can always play them if you can't. But luckily, we don't have to deal with a tyrant. We gotta deal with gremlins. Sure thing. You're too slow. And we never have to see them again. And I didn't get hit either. That was really nice of them not to do any damage on me. But just like Claire and Leon on their particular runs, actually either one or the other, because I believe whoever's in the A scenario, they don't have to do this. Whomever is in the B scenario, they have to go down in that room, bring the train back up, and do all that. But if you're in the A scenario, the trolley is already there, so don't have to be bothered with it. But I'll leave that to the Resident Evil 2 playthrough, which I'll be doing. I mean, no time soon. I think I'm Resident Evil out till at least till the new year. But with the warehouse key, we can bring up the trolley. And now we're just making our way on there. With not a tyrant in sight, we don't have to, you know, fight a tyrant making our way down here now, so. That's great. I'd rather take the ladder all the way down. Just alert everybody where I'm at. Actually, now that I look at it, the actual like train trolley thing that's on there isn't actually on there. Yeah, it's not even on there yet. So because I believe the tracks come down and probably come on. This place looks familiar. There's no, yeah, wow, what a valid excuse not to go in that room. Not to program that room in there. Or not to program that. Not a valid excuse. It's just, there's no need to go in there, so why bother? Oh, cutscene.
Don't shoot! You're alive.
Are you okay, Rebecca?
Where is everybody?
They should have arrived here before me. Haven't you seen them? That's unfortunate. If we go straight from here, we should arrive at an old mansion which Umbrella uses for research. Come on, let's go.
Wait! I've got to find Billy.
Billy Cohen? You mean you found that criminal?
Yes, but we got separated and...
No point worrying about him. He won't make it. Come on, let's go.
Sir, please. I need to find him. Don't worry, I'll catch up with you.
Rebecca... All right. Just be careful.
I never saw him again.
Because he died. Now what happened if Enrique shot Rebecca by mistake because she was hiding behind the elevator? Just saying. And I'm not entirely sure where the hell he goes, because he doesn't go this way that we're going. So just thinking about some of these things just kind of it baffles me, because he referred to an old mansion, but this particular laboratory isn't connected to the mansion. It's connected to the city. Oh wait, another cutscene. Yes, it's a tyrant. It wouldn't be a Resident Evil game without a tyrant. He is referred to as Proto-Tyrant because prototypes are always stronger than the originals in this game. If there's one thing, I think I missed, and I just got clotheslined by that giant middle finger. If there's one thing I would say is he kind of comes at a absolute surprise. If you don't know that he's coming ahead of time, you may actually die, which I'm hoping I don't right here. Ooh, yeah. But yeah, it's absolute surprise. Now, does that bother me? No, because I'll probably just die and come right back. But to the unsuspecting person playing this game, it's just an absolute surprise when he shows up. But he kind of has 2, 3 kind of main attacks. And some of his attacks are very telltale. And his little arm twitch thing is kind of like his long range attack. His arm will, his giant claw hand will actually twitch before he does it. Just try to, I would say for that, just kind of stay on his small hand side, not on his claw side. But he also has something too to where he'll do like a grab move if you're really, really close to him. He'll do like a grab move and throw you. But he is relatively easy. Relatively simple boss. And actually, before I get on this elevator, kind of just make sure he's dead. I hope that did it. You know, you gotta double tap it. You know, and all these things. These things are huge, nasty, and big. So we're getting on another elevator. Not the one Enrique came out of. I absolutely have no idea where Enrique went. Because, oh, cutscene.
Playtime is over. You and your friends no longer amuse me. Good riddance. Now nothing will stop me from getting my revenge.
He wants revenge for people that had nothing to do with any of that junk. But yeah, like I said, I don't know where Enrique went. I mean, where the pathway he was going led to a different laboratory, not the one that he ended up near. Oh, another cutscene. Jeez. Yeah, he looks dead. I have no idea what that thing was. But yeah, Billy went down the hole. He went down the hole. But we have to go and find Billy now. Again. Rebecca's very afraid because she's on her own. Why did it end this way? On her own. But now we're actually faced with the last big area of the game, which is the water treatment plant. I would say the first thing you need to do is reroute this drainage system or whatever. Very simple puzzle. It does 2 spaces after the one you pick, and you have to fill the entire one up, as you can see. I would just say just pick that one. If you're stuck, just do what I do. It's pretty simple. Just make sure they're green. Pretty simple puzzle. And now we have power. We have power. I think I'm gonna actually keep that Magnum. And I am going to record. I'm not sure which part I'm on right now. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I'll see you guys for the next part. Peace out.